Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today, starting with the Chicago White Sox versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -175. The White Sox plus 150 with the over-under at 9. White Sox coming into this matchup 52-81. Baltimore 83-49. Pitching for the White Sox is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 4.87. Pitching for Baltimore is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 4.89. Cease, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 8 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Gibson, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. The White Sox, back-to-back Baltimore losses here. Baltimore's looked pretty good in this series so far. 2 straight 9-run games for them. They've been playing well, and yeah, I think I'm going to roll with Baltimore at home. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -180. LA plus 145 with the over-under at 9. Angels coming into this matchup 63-70. The Phillies 74-58. Pitching for the Angels is Reed Detmers with an ERA of 5.03. Pitching for the Phillies is Christopher Sanchez with an ERA of 3.33. Detmers, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Sanchez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The Angels on a 3-game losing streak right now. Back-to-back losses against the Phillies here. Phillies on a 5-game winning streak. They've looked very good in this LA series, coming off a 12-7 win. The Angels 0-5 against the Phillies here. Sanchez been pretty solid on the mound, giving up about 2 runs a game here, and I think I'm going to take the Phillies at home in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -165. Cleveland plus 140 with the over-under at 8. Cleveland coming into this matchup 63-70. The Twins 69-64. Pitching for the Guardians is Tanner Beebe with an ERA of 3.01. Pitching for the Twins is Sonny Gray with an ERA of 3.0. Beebe, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Gray, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Cleveland, coming off a Minnesota win yesterday, both teams splitting a game so far in this series. Cleveland is 14-5 against Minnesota. They've been very good head-to-head here. Both pitchers giving up about a couple runs here. And I think Guardians are an okay underdog. Not the favorite matchup on the slate, but I'll take a shot with the Guardians plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at -110. The Padres plus 100 with the over-under at 9.5. Padres coming into this matchup 62-71. The Cardinals 57-76. Pitching for the Padres is Rich Hill with an ERA of 5.28. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 4.66. Hill, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Padres coming off a St. Louis loss, 5-6 yesterday. That was St. Louis's first one in a while, snapping their 4-game losing streak that they were on. Both pitchers giving up a lot of runs here, about 3-4 runs a game or so. Not the greatest matchup here, but I'll take a shot with the Padres plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Chicago Cubs. Brewers opening up as road favorites at -115. The Cubs plus 105 with the over-under at 7. Brewers coming into this matchup 74 and 58. The Cubs 70 and 62. Pitching for the Brewers is Brandon Woodruff with an ERA of 2.65. Pitching for the Cubs is Kyle Hendricks with an ERA of 3.97. Woodruff, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, 11 strikeouts. Hendricks, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Brewers losing to the Cubs yesterday 1-0. They were on that 9-game winning streak. I mean, they were hot. Just couldn't get anything going yesterday. Nice win for the Cubs. Both teams playing well, and pretty even pitching matchup as of late. Both pitchers giving up about 2-ish runs, and I think I'm gonna take the Cubs plus 1.5 at home here. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at minus 245. Washington plus 200 with the over-under at 8.5. Washington coming into this matchup 62 and 71. Toronto 72 and 61. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 4.76. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 4.0. Corbin, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Washington beating Toronto yesterday 5-4. Nice underdog win for Washington yesterday. Tough loss for Toronto, but Chris Bassett, not the greatest on the mound here, but the Nationals to steal back-to-back games, I'm not really in love with that idea, and I think Toronto bounces back today. I'm going to take the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we've got the Cincinnati Reds versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 160. The Reds plus 135 with the over-under at 7.5. Reds coming into this matchup 68 and 66. The Giants 69 and 63. Pitching for the Reds is Hunter Green with an ERA of 5.06. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.67. Green, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Webb, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. Cincinnati, back-to-back losses against the Giants. They just haven't been able to hit in this series whatsoever. Thought they'd have been a good underdog this series, but they are just not playing well here. Both pitchers, giving up a good bit of runs here, but the Reds just, having back-to-back 1-run games here. So I think I'm going to take the Giants at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Boston Red Sox. Houston opening up as road favorites at minus 140. Boston plus 125 with the over-under at 10. Houston coming into this matchup 76 and 58. Boston 69 and 64. Pitching for the Astros is Framber Valdez with an ERA of 3.40. Pitching for the Red Sox is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 3.65. Valdez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Crawford, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Houston on a 4-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against Boston. They've looked very good in this series so far. They are 5-2 straight up against Boston, 5-2 on the road against the Red Sox here. You're looking at a pretty even pitching matchup. Valdez coming off a no-run game, and I think I'm going to take the Astros on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at minus 300. Oakland plus 240 with the over-under at 8.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 39 and 94. Seattle 75 and 57. Pitching for Oakland is Zach Neal with an ERA of 6.88. Pitching for the Mariners is Bryce Miller with an ERA of 3.90. Neal, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Miller, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Yeah, big win for Oakland yesterday, winning 3-1. Just how baseball goes. When you get a big favorite, it's going to happen. But still love Seattle here. Oakland's been so bad against Seattle. Miller been very solid on the mound, and I like Seattle to bounce back today at home, and I'm going to take the Mariners in this one. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Detroit Tigers. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -220. Detroit +180 with the over-under at 7.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 64-68. The Tigers 59-73. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 2.95. Pitching for the Tigers is Joey Wentz with an ERA of 6.62. Cole, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 11 strikeouts. Wentz, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Yankees, back-to-back wins against Detroit. Depending on what line you got, they've pretty much been underdogs. Both games they've been underdogs. If you got them early, and crazy because to get them as an underdog is insane to me. Even though the Yankees have been pretty bad, but that's just kind of easy money right there. And Detroit on a 4-game losing streak here. Do like Cole on the mound, and I think I would take the Yankees on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the New York Mets. Rangers opening up as road favorites at -140. The Mets +120 with the over-under at 9. Rangers coming into this matchup 75-57. The Mets 60-73. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 3.36. Pitching for the Mets is Denyi Reyes with an ERA of 7.50. Dunning, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Reyes, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Rangers, back-to-back wins against the Mets, all 1-run games here, so it's been a very close series. They are 4-2 straight up against the Mets here. Both pitchers giving up some runs, but been such a close. It's hard to bet on these super close series because it could have easily been the Mets that have won the last 2. I still think there's good value with the Mets at home. They've covered the last 2 games here. I still think they could do it again today, and I'm gonna take the Mets +1.5 at home on this one. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at -110. The Pirates +100 with the over-under at 9. Pirates coming into this matchup 60-73. The Royals 41-93. Pitching for the Pirates is Andre Jackson with an ERA of 4.91. Pitching for the Royals is Angel Zerpa with an ERA of 7.27. Jackson, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Zerpa, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Pirates, back-to-back wins against the Royals, still getting underdog value, which makes no sense to me. The Royals are 1-9 in their last 10. Just couldn't imagine taking the Royals as a favorite in any game this year. And Pirates still underdog, which is insane. Yeah, give me Pirates +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Colorado Rockies. Braves opening up as road favorites at -245. Colorado +200 with the over-under at 13.5. Braves coming into this matchup 86-45. The Rockies 49-83. Pitching for the Braves is Darius Vines with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 5.0. Looks like Vines is getting his first start here for the Braves. Freeland, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's given up about 3 to 4 runs a game here as of late. Braves back-to-back wins against the Rockies. Rockies just 2-8 in their last 10. They're struggling. And then the Braves 8-0 against the Rockies, 7-0 on the road against the Rockies here. And I'm going to take the Braves on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -165. Arizona +145 with the over-under at 10. Arizona coming into this matchup 69-64. The Dodgers 82-49. Pitching for Arizona is Brandon Pfaadt with an ERA of 5.91. Pitching for the Dodgers is Ryan Pepiot with an ERA of 2.0. Pfaadt, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pepiot, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Arizona, back-to-back losses against the Dodgers here. Dodgers coming off that 9-1 win yesterday. They're playing very well. And like Pepiot, he's been decent on the mound here, and they've looked good in Arizona. They've just struggled so much on the road against LA. They cannot win on the road in LA in this one, and I'm gonna take the Dodgers at home. Then the last matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Miami Marlins. Let me see. This line was being a little weird to me. Okay, Rays opening up as road favorites at -130. The Marlins +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Eflin with an ERA of 3.55. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 3.77. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 11 strikeouts. Luzardo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. I love Eflin on the mound. I mean, he's been pretty great. Let's see. Rays beating the Marlins 11-2 yesterday. Nice win for them. 4-1 in their last 5. Then the Marlins trending backwards, 1-4 in their last 5 here. I like the Rays here, and I'm going to take Tampa Bay on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.